Well, as I said before, by being a good father to a big family and a good husband to a loving wife. Is that true? Kia ora?
Kia ora.
Oh, yeah. That is what I think, Jane.
Kia ora. Taku aingoa ko Wiremu Hatarei Taurima. But you fellas can just call me Bill. I was born on the 2nd of March, 1933, in this place called Paradise. But now they've changed it to Mahia. I spent the first 10 years of my life here, ko rongo mai wahine te iwi. This is where we lived, in Oraka. Our house was similar to this, but a lot smaller. Because when we were brought up in Mahia, there was only one room. When I say one room, it was a kitchen, big kitchen. Then you had, I know you had one bed, but we did have a bed and another one. And then any more kids? Well, on the floor. Uncle Tom, Auntie Henny, Massey, Pop, me.
Whetu.
Wait a minute. When he asked for your family, you come with yours. Now let's start again. Uncle Tom, Henny, Massey, Pop, me. Manuka, Whetu, Wainanga, Whekio. Yeah, nine, yeah. But Dad had one, so that's 10, so I would have been in the middle. Yeah.
There's not many of you left?
No, there's only me, Whetu and Whekio. That's all, yeah. And hopefully I'll see them on my birthday. I was lucky. I went to 2 primary schools, Opatama and Mahia. I'm not sure why. We walked 5 miles, and if we were lucky to find a horse along the way, we jumped on it. I really liked school, yeah. I can always remember when we were in Mahia, there was only me, Henny, and sometimes Tom, you know, that we always left home, but about half of us landed at school, you know. Yeah.
What happened to the other half?
That's a good question. They were still waiting for us on the beach after 3 o'clock, and then we all congregate home together. We left home together to go to school, and we got home all together. So there was no tales told to our parents that only me went to school, or yeah. My dad worked here at Waikokopu. He loaded ships. It's hard to think that this was the main place for work. When the wharf was empty, he would build fences or do scrub cutting. As an Apatore, it was just a plain
beautiful,
dad.
Beautiful singer.
Oh, yeah.
Tell you.
Do you reckon that's where I got my voice from? Oh, okay. Never drank while he was an Apatoro.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then afterwards, that's when we called him Dad. Gee whiz. We all had a glass in our hands. Yep.
Hirata i te tohu
A brilliant lady. A brilliant lady. That should cover it a lot. Brilliant. A good cook. Good everything, but a good cook. She was
A good speaker.
that good. She was noted to be a cook in most of the hotels in Napier. Then finally she took over one hotel, which was the Central, and stayed there most of her cooking life. Yeah, good cook and a good mum.
This was our kapata kai. We knew this place as Oraka. But I see it's got a new name, Maunga Whiu Lagoon. This is our marae, Tuahuru. We didn't spend much time here, only for tangi.
So when you guys moved from Mahia down here, you moved to Tawau here?
No, we're sure.
We're sure.
Aye.
And you were there and then you came here?
Yes,
Back
yes.
to Tawau?
Back to Tawau. We were there when Dad's house was getting built. But when we came to West Shore, and all the kids, well, there was about 7 of us, we were, Mum especially, Dad was at work, she couldn't stop us slamming. There was about at least 8 doors in the house at West Shore down Charles Street. We just kept opening the doors, shutting it, going in. We never had so many doors in the house, yeah. Because we only had one door in Mahia, and that's the door, the front door that you went into. The back door, you just put up an iron, and that was it. I was wanting to go as that's why I took on bookkeeping at the boys' high school. Took on to be a accountant. Yeah, accountant.
What happened?
Well, all my brothers, when they were 15, they went to work and they were earning money, and they used to give me, a kohadu. Yeah. I thought, no, I think I should earn my own money, So I thought, when I become 15, that's it. Yeah. So on March the 2nd, I think the day was a Tuesday. Monday I went to school. Tuesday I didn't. Yeah, I finished school. Yeah, and I went to Tommy Tuna, the one that brought Liddy up, and both caught the train and went to Wellington, joined the relay gang. And of course, I took our eldest brother's birth certificate. Yeah, and of course he was the only one that was 21. Got there because Tommy Tuna, he was 21. He didn't have no trouble. Yeah. So it was showed mine. Yeah, okay, Tom, you and both Toms, yeah, you both. Yeah. So we got into the relay gang. Yeah.
So you used Uncle Tom's name to get your first job?
Yeah. And the bosses couldn't figure out because they all knew me. All right, Bill, yeah. And why are you fellas called Tom Bill? Oh, that's his proper name, Tom, but we seem to call him Bill. Because his mate's name is Tom, so why? Every time we call out Tom, both of them come. So we call him Bill, so that when you call Bill, Bill comes. When you call Tom, Tom comes. Yeah. I think you tripped me over, didn't you? No. Love at first sight. Was that right? Okay.
Oh, it was just, he was good. He had a bad word or anything.
Oh, kia ora.
It was good. It was good to me. There's nothing to look at.
Well, I could have told you that.
But he just had a good attitude. Something there that clicked. Yeah.
said, oh, I don't know what to do with this boy. He said, well, how old is he? He said, he's 18, because I just come out serving in the army. He said, oh, he's a bit young for the wharf. He said, but I've had him out scrub cutting and fencing. I said, oh, golly, we're in the strike. He said, well, if he can do that tough job, I said, sign him in on wharf. But he said, he's going to be 21. So, he's 21. So, we went. Then, no birth certificate, just signed my name. That's how I got on the wharf. And I joined up in November 51 and finished up in 88, 37 years. Actually, the proposal had to happen because actually I was in the army, and then she was pregnant and she had a baby boy, but it was born komate. And I said to her, well, we better get married now, because no way I'm going to have a child. And I said to her, we get married.
Yeah, they just obviously loved each other and just wanted to be together. And because the other thing was, because they're first cousins, having children wasn't going to be an easy walk in the park. And so Mum went through, a lot.
So Hapa said I get a call to go into the office. You see, I thought, shit, good, he's going to let me go, because I had to come all the way to Taongoio, pick her up and then get it all ready.
I forget your mum was there.
Yeah, oh, Mum was in town.
Yeah.
I get in there, he said, oh, Bill, so-and-so took the afternoon off. Okay, you're the man, you replace him at 1 o'clock. What? Johnny, I told you I'm getting married today. He said, I'm just telling you. I thought, well, thank you for the joke, I can go home now. He said, yeah, as long as you come back at 1 o'clock. And that was my wedding day. I got married, zip, take Mum back to the Chinese to work, her back here, and zip back to work, be at work at 1 o'clock. Yeah, that was the day I got married. Got home, because that's when we used to work right up till 9 o'clock at night. Yeah, come back. She was up there in her bed. I come back here to my bed. Jesus Christ.
I think because they went through so much, and that's obviously they wanted to be together because they loved each other, that's what's kept them together. It's just been hard work. And just to be together and then having, tribe of kids and still be together is just remarkable. I just take my hat off to them.
Oh, really happy, man.
Yeah.
Really happy.
Especially Mum and Dad. They're so happy.
Yeah, everybody was everybody was happy.
Yeah.
When you see a pretty baby, by golly, yeah. Because she was brought up here in Taongoio.
For me, my parents were my grandparents. I was brought up by my grandparents for my first 19 years. Yeah, so I didn't really know our father, didn't know Bill at all.
That one up the top there, Dad was wanting Charmaine to have.
Yeah.
I said, yeah, you can have, but not to hold. No. And them, they wanted Pare.
Yeah.
They wanted to bring Pare up. I said, no.
I lived with my grandparents for 2 years. Wonderful days, but those days were hard too.
What's the difference 2 years after?
We had children every year, starting from Charmaine. We had 10 children in 10 years. Then there was an explosive in our house. We said, right, that's it, that's enough. And then 9 years later, bang, along comes
Harata.
Harata.
In the early 1960s, Mum and Dad built their first home out at Taradale. So they moved there, and that's when I moved from Tangoil, staying with my grandparents, to come and stay with Mum and Dad. And that's basically when I really got to know him.
He was a good father. I was the one that smacked him.
Whenever I got growled out by Mum, Mum would always threaten me with, "Wait till I tell your father." And I waited. I'm still waiting.
Don't get me wrong, we did something wrong, we got it. Like any dad, you got it. He used to say, "Now go out there and find me the biggest stick." Well, that was the worst mistake. We'd come back with the little ones, you know, and guess what? They were the worst ones. They bloody hurt. Oh, and he says, "I've never seen that dance. Do it again?" "No, I don't like that dance."
But he was always there, you know. He'd be gone basically before most of us got up, but he'd always have the meat ready for tea, which is normally brisket bones or corned beef, you know. And we knew what our chores were, and we just did it.
Well, to be the baby of any family, you get spoiled, you know, and I was spoiled with Mum and Dad's love. I was spoiled in terms of just getting everything I wanted, you know.
Behind me there is my home for 40 years. And along the road here, about 200 metres, that was my other home, where I used to go there and have a few ales with my friends, and they used to call me Billy the Kid. I wish, and I was told, and I knew it would happen, but I was told if I don't get rid of 170 Gloucester Street, you find you're going to have all your mokapunas diving in there and filling all those rooms up. I didn't mind. I didn't mind what they said. And you know, get rid of it. Go into a small place and you'll find that you only got enough room for you and Mum, and you won't have any. They'll just come visit you and get out. But hey, they still come there, stay there. Yeah, that is one wish I always had in mind. I wish I was still in 170 Gloucester Street. Not only with my kids, with all my friends who was on the waterfront, because there was a party house. When I say party house, not a big shamble, just beers, sit down, kai, and singing. And the ones that used to come, they were all singers. Hardly ever talkers, all singers. And you knew them, eh? Tommy Tuna, Lecky, Ngā Taylor, Sunny Taipia. It's a sad thing once you lose fellas like that. It's very sad. It was sadder still, they left me when they were still young, you know. No mai, haere mai. Welcome to Tangoil, this being my second home. It means a very lot, Shane, a very lot. Yes.
I remember the days that Dad was in the chair, and they were hard days, you know. He was forever, you know, being called upon, because back in those days there was a lot of raru going on, you know, at the marae and between families, and such a lot. He dealt with so much stuff in those days. But everyone trusted him, you know, they all went to him. And he was always able to, you know, resolve whatever was going on without any real bother, you know. But he was very, and still is, very well respected, liked by all the whānau from our hapu and from our marae.
It was a good experience, massive experience. Yeah, Bibi's father, my father-in-law, he was the president that I took over from. And yeah, it was a massive experience. A lot of burden on your shoulders, but as long as you do it properly, it was never heavy.
The work on the marae and the wharenui that was built took a long, long time, and that was during his chairmanship. That was, even though it was a lot of hard work, I know he enjoyed it because it was something that we'd been working for years and years.
Oh, I just loved it. Yeah, I just loved bringing up kids. And then when all my ones got big and I didn't see any, and then along came the mokopunas. Oh yeah, if I could have held every one of them when they were born, yes, I would have.
Oh, they played a major role in my children, not just my children, but all my brothers and sisters.
He was always there to pick the kids up. And it was only a phone call away if we needed help or anything.
To look back after letting ours go and then you get grandchildren, I always think it's the beauty of watching your grandchildren come.
There's nothing better when you see a mokopuna get out of their mother or father's hands and come running up to you. There's nothing better.
Like
Yeah.
Charlotte, that's our last moko, that one little one. She calls him Bill. Where's Bill, Nan? Where's Bill?
Yeah. Well, it's only because the other kids, when they were brought up, their parents always sing out
It's all
to
boys.
us, Bill.
When my father would come home, and obviously because I didn't really know him, and others were calling him Bill, I naturally called him Bill. And from that day onwards, you know, I called him Bill, and as each of my siblings came along, they just followed the suit, you know, they followed me in calling him Bill.
And of course, when they said, "Where's Bill?" the kids were around.
Yeah.
Oh, Bill's outside. Next thing, when they were growing up, I'm going to get Bill. I was so happy they said that.
It's a good
I'm always happy when a child is happy and when they want to call me that. Bill,
like-
sometimes it's honks. Hey, long as they're happy, that's well good enough for me.
Now, this name Honks,
Yeah,
from your knowledge and understanding,
yeah,
where did it come from?
there, right there. Every time she reckons she goes and looks for me, whether it be at home or in town or at the RSA, there he is, talking with a honky woman. So I became Honks.
the honky-dory. And it's stuck to him. And now the other one or two mokos will call him, "Where's Holmes, man?"
We formed a band. I think it was called the Reflections. I'm not Relations, sorry.
Because he was our manager, he enjoyed that. Just loved being a part of it, you know.
And everything had to be right on time, you know. He had to make sure that the gears were on the trailer and got us to where we used to sing at the Crown Hotel in those days, and that's around the port. And Dad was always there before we got there, and he made sure that, you know, there at the right time and things were going smoothly. And he even picked out our uniforms, you know, our shirts.
One thing that really hurted both her and I is when we lost our eldest boy. That would have been a hard feeling when you lose one of your tamarikis, especially at that age, 56, 57. You know, that was a big challenge to get over, but got through it. Yeah, got through it.
If you could ask one question of God,
Yeah.
what would it be?
Please, don't let any more go while I'm alive. Please. Yeah. Please. Let me go before any of the others. Yeah. Both of us, okay? If you can do that for me, I'll be pleased. Yeah.
You're here now, and we are so lucky that you're still here, you and Mum. We're just so lucky. And I just want to say, love you now, love you forever. Wish we could all be together forever. It's unfortunate our brother's not here with us, but I know he is in our hearts.
And I think too, Mum and Dad, you'll live on to 100 because we look after you. We make sure you're okay. If you're okay, we're okay.
By being loving to my kids and my mokopunas. That's all I like to be remembered. As long as they just remember me as Bill or Honks and Nanny. That suits me fine, yeah.
No mai, hara mai. Welcome to Town World.
Who's running that? Who's flushing that toilet?
Until we meet again, let's have one in the club.
What about Kakite?
Ka kite anō.
It's just lovely.
Cool, fella. Now we're going to do this
That's
straight down the barrel.
Hey, here. She took longer. Here, huh?
Right. Kia ora everyone. I used to live here in 170.
Start again.
Okay.
She's not here. Can I do hers? No, I'll just put another top on. And turn my hair that way.
And go.
Kia ora everyone. I used to live my home over here for just over 40 years, and I'll start walking.
Oh, no, you can't say.
Love you from Jenna, Stacey, Caleb, Jada. We all love you.
Kia ora everyone, that's my home there, 170 Gloucester Street. And 257 steps down the road here is my other home.
Can I?
Thought you wanted more time.
No, I'll play Marion next. Well, I'll just change my top. I won't be long. Hello.
Ikwene. And here I am here, talking to you. Okay, whānau. Mamutu waka kora ki a koutou. This is the end of my story.